Hi there, this is a short video that I'm recording to accompany the audio recording of the webinar Tapping Into Your Success. Earlier today, it was my pleasure to share some information and share some tapping time with some damsels. And now I'm recording this because during that session, what we did was highlight the points that you tap on using what's called the shortcut method. And in doing that, we shared the webcam. Now that's not going to help you if you're on audio or if you're just looking at the slides. So this is here to accompany it. So let me take you briefly through the various points. The first that I wanted you to be aware of is called the karate chop point, and not very imaginatively if I'm honest. So it's from here to here, and we tap on the edge here with just the flat of our fingers. Now, a question I'm often asked is, does it matter which hand I tap on, which hand I tap with? And really it doesn't. It's for you to decide what works for you. I tend to tap on my left hand with my right hand and then tap round with my left hand. Now, that's my dominant hand and that works for me, but there's no reason why you shouldn't try a combination until you see what works for you. So, step one again, tapping on the karate chop point while we say the setup phrase. Now the setup phrase is discussed separately, but it really is a self-acceptance phrase which is allowing us to tune in on what's going on. So 3 times on the karate chop point we go tap tap tap, then we move to the next point, which is the top of the head, and we find that by just popping thumbs on the tops of the ears, crossing over, and that's the point in here. So tapping with a bunch of fingers just generally around that point, and that's a great place to start. A lot of meridians converge there, and it's a really powerful place. Secondly, we now move down to the eyes. So there are 3 points: eyebrow, side of the eye, and then under the eye. Now if you wear glasses, you might find it, like me, easier to just take them off as you find them. So the eyebrow point is just feel here at the bridge of the nose where that point is, and they're in pairs around the eyes. 1, 2, 3. Now some people do like to tap on both, others prefer to tap on one side. Again, see what you think is the best for you, but for me I do tend to tap just in one pair. Then we move down through the body to the area under the nose, and again I turn that under, just makes it that little ridge here a little easier just to get to. Then it's the chin, just on the point of the chin here, then down to the collarbone. Now the collarbone is often the point that new tappers find most difficult to locate, so you can just follow the collarbone round to the middle, and then when you just feel around, you can feel that little hollow and drop down and out to the side just a couple of inches, and it's there. Now as a new tapper, we don't want you to worry about anything, so success with ease, just use the flat of your hand across the whole area, and you know you're getting one if not both of the points in there. Then the final point for us ladies is under the arm, and you turn around, so if that area, let me just stand up a little bit here in the middle of the bra strap. It can be a little bit sensitive, so if you notice a little bit of sensitivity, just be careful and make sure that you're being gentle as you tap that. It's quite normal. It's just part of the lymphatic drainage system, and over time the more you tap, actually the more you'll notice that sensitivity lessening. So those are the points: the karate chop point, which is the one on the side of the hand, the top of the head, the 3 points around the eyes, under the nose, the chin, the collarbone, where you might want to use it flat, and then under the arm. Now if, like me, you have somewhat ample bosoms and you find it a little bit uncomfortable to reach that point, you can actually tap on the inside of the wrist. So just tapping in here allows you to work with the same meridian. The meridians themselves occur throughout the body and reach a surface in different places. So the points that I'm talking to you about today are only a small section of those that are available for use, and the ones that we in EFT tend to use as the basic building blocks when we're working with clients. So I hope that's been helpful. Let me run through it just once again. If you're working with a problem, you begin with the karate chop point. If it's about tapping on positive intentions, you don't need to touch the karate chop point. Just go straight to the top of the head and work down through the body. You'll notice in some YouTube videos that some practitioners don't start on the top of the head. They start at the eyebrow point. That's absolutely fine. That's their preference, to start in the eyebrow and then finish on the top of the head. Doesn't make a button of difference. For me, it's just easier, it flows, and it feels more natural to do it that way. And because this is such a powerful meridian point, I like to start with that big kick. But you see what works for you. So it's my pleasure to introduce you to these points of the top of the head, the eyebrow, side of the eye, under eye, nose, chin, collarbone, and underarm. So keep tapping.